So today I'm going to teach you how to meditate. First you gotta straighten your back in your posture. And then you gotta put your hands in your laps, thumbs gently touching. And you're gonna focus, like have a focal point, and just slow your breaths down. And breathe in and out. And then every time you breathe in, I count from 1 and then go to 10 and see how high you can get.
Shut up! You rat!
You know anything about Buddhism?
No, we learned about it at school, but I don't remember anything.
Alright, what about the Eightfold Path?
There are 8 of them? I don't...
Oh, hello.
And continue back to our programmed report thing.
Alright, what else do you know?
I don't know.
Alright, so really nothing?
Nothing.
Alright, have a good night.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you for coming. You know anything about Buddhism?
No.
You know anything about the Eightfold Path?
No.
You know anything about karma and dharma?
A little?
Alright, what do you know?
Karma's...
Quiet on set, please.
Karma's not good for you. It's upsetting.
Alright, thank you for your time. Have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
Alright, so what do you know about Buddhism?
I know that Buddhism is part of Dharma and Karma, right? They're not related. Karma can be a not nice thing sometimes, but Dharma is something completely unrelated. There's the Eightfold Path. Couldn't tell you what that is. There's 8 things to it though. Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
Thanks.
Siddhartha. No, his name is not Siddhartha. That's someone else. That's a different book. I don't even know if that's about Hinduism. We're talking about Buddhism. So Buddhism actually stems from Hinduism. There was this one dude. His name was Gautama. That was part of his name. That was really all I remember. And that was like, and he was supposed to be like a Hindu, like an Indian prince. And then, but when like he was born, there was this prophecy like he was either gonna be like the strongest ruler of all, or he was gonna be the enlightened one. And I'll give you a little hint on what this dude chose. He decided, you know what? I'm gonna be a king. Crazy, I know, that's unexpected. Then one day, he goes out of the palace and he sees the 4 fleeting sights. He sees a sick man, an old man, a dead man, and a holy man. The sick, old, and dead man remind him of suffering because he had never experienced suffering before this. We're at 1 minute already?
Yeah.
You can keep going if you want.
And then he was like, all right, well, this kind of sucks. This life thing kind of sucks. Like, why is there this suffering stuff? Like, I don't have to suffer. Why does everyone else have to suffer? And then he sees this other dude. He was a holy man, a holy Hindu man. And then he was like, wow, look at this dude. He sees all this suffering on earth, but he's still happy. And then he was like, you know, I could be happy like the holy man. And then he decides, you know what, I don't want to be a king anymore. He jumps over the castle wall on his horse. I don't know if there was a horse. I think it's cooler with a horse. I'm really out of breath right now. And then, sorry, give me 1 second.
My arms are getting tired.
He decides, you know what, we're gonna practice this cool little thing called asceticism. And he's like, all right, give me 1 second. I'm going to starve myself. I'm gonna set myself out in the cold for days on end. And he was basically like, I reject my human body. And then he was like, wait, hold up, this doesn't work. I put too much of my focus on my body. And then he was like, you know what? I mean, like, cool, the asceticism stuff. But what if I just sat under a tree until I just knew everything? He didn't learn everything. He learned the root of suffering, and those are called the Four Noble Truths. I think they're called the Four Noble Truths. I think so.
Yes, they are.
And he sat under this truth, and there was this dude. His name was Mara, and he sent 4 temptations. He sent his daughters to seduce him. He sent an army to fight him. He sent a hurricane, I think. And then he sent one other thing. I think he tried to set the tree on fire. I don't think that worked. Nothing worked. This dude, Gautama, I don't know his first name. But he's like, all right, cool. Well, you sent these 4 things. And I was like, all right, no, I'm good. I'll take enlightenment over that. And then he became enlightened. And that's when he's called a Buddha. So he created Buddhism by sitting under a tree for a long time. And he found the 4 noble truths, which are all life is suffering. Something along the lines of that.
Thank you. Have a
My
good
turn.
night.